Doesn't it seem like grammar is one of those topics that we've never really fully cracked the code on? We all can't quite figure out what's the best way to teach grammar. I don't know if I necessarily have the best way, but I have a way that is working, and it's something that we do every single day. So stick around and I'll show you what I do. Hi, I'm Robin Mellum, children's book author with Disney Hyperion and HarperCollins, and I'm also a middle school teacher. I want to talk today about grammar. Such a fun topic, right? It's one of those things that we have to teach, we need to teach. These kids need grammar. They need instruction in that. And there's not like a really clear way on how to do this. We have our standards and we know we need to meet these, and we don't necessarily have a curriculum oftentimes that like works with this of exactly how to go from here to there. And I just kind of came up with a system on my own of what works based on what I know about motivating students. Like, how do you get into their mind? How do you get them to do this grammar and actually learn from it and almost enjoy it? And so the way that I teach grammar does not involve any worksheets at all. We do a digital daily grammar activity, and there are 3 parts to it. I'm going to show it to you in a minute on my screen. They answer 3 questions every day, and the way I set that up is for their warm-ups is almost the exact same way that I do my writer's workshop. So once you get some more information about how I set up my writer's workshop, basically it is student-led. There are students who introduce it, students who set the timer. I just hand over the keys and I let them get it started, and off we go. And I'll show you the slides that I put up and how my students like start the day off for me. And then my timer gets everyone going, and I am just able to observe and hang out and help them. Once they get into their digital slides, I use ClassKick for that. I create them on Google Slides and then I move them over to ClassKick. I could do a whole training on ClassKick sometime if you guys want that. I love it. I'm not an affiliate person with it or anything, but I love it. So there's 3 things I do every day. Slide 1 is always sentence writing, sentence structure, combining sentences, and I'll show you how I kind of gradually add on the expectations through the year. I'll show you what I do on the first week and then up to where we are right now and how we're kind of ramping things up a little bit. So sentence writing, sentence structure. The second slide is always like, I call it like my ticky-tacky slide, where it's like all these little things that you need to know, and they'll all kind of add up to this, greater understanding at the end. So, and I focus on it during the week. So I'll do a whole week of like antonyms and synonyms till they get all that for that whole week. And then the next week we might work on prefixes and suffixes. And then after that's verb tenses or whatever it is that I'm kind of seeing in their writing too that's going on. I've noticed lately, I don't know if you guys have, they are having a problem with had, went, and gone. That whole had, went, had, gone thing, they don't get it. So I'm going to probably create a whole thing for a week just on that particular mistake that they keep making. And then the third slide is my wild card slide, and that is where they take some chances and they do some writing, and you'll see there's a picture prompt or a story starter, and they have to do their own writing in there, and they kind of set their own goals in their mind of what they're going to do and accomplish. And what has happened is like totally amazing of what my kids are doing, how they're taking this and going off with it. And so not only are they getting their writer's workshop time a couple of days a week with this amazing workshop that we do, we're having almost like mini workshops every single day using our grammar lessons. And we do this whole thing, and I know it feels like it would take a long time, but it doesn't. My student sets a timer for 5 minutes. That's all they get. And you're going to be shocked when you see how much writing they do in that time and how much they've gotten done. So I am going to take you to my screen and show you how I teach grammar. Okay, here we are in my ClassKick classroom, and I add 3 new slides every day. That's what I love about this, is because you can go in, put in the 3 slides, they stay there, and then the next day they log in with the same name And then the slides just keep adding on throughout the week so I can give them a grade for doing their warm-ups. So when I start at the beginning of the year, I start with giving them a choice when they do their sentence corrections. I'm just trying to see, like, can they punctuate? And this student likes to do both of them. So I'll just kind of flip through here and show you the different things that they work on. This is a little ticky-tacky slide where I'm sort of seeing how they're doing with all the different forms of their and checking in. She's doing pretty good so far. And then I always do a quick write on the third one, and they write as quickly as they can, and they try to do something, that would challenge themselves that day. So at this one, she's trying to go for a sound effect, and then it kind of goes through like normal description of what's going on in the story. But I want to show you how she kind of gets better as she goes along. We're starting to see here that like some spelling is still a problem, but the commas are looking pretty okay here. And then I'm just going to kind of flip through here really quick. Sometimes I do combining in the practice section as well. Quick write about a dog, pretty straightforward writing there, but she gets so much done. Oh, look at all this. Oh my gosh, she just goes crazy. She's so great. And then by Wednesday, she's picking one sentence to correct and do the best she can on that. And I'm checking to see if they know their parts of speech. And then all these, I love doing these photo prompts. They love them too. And I'll put some links down below as to where I found those online. And then I wanted to show you, so there's some spelling and stuff in here as well. When we get to Friday, I start giving them some hints because I really want to make sure that they're getting this. So I like that about ClassKick. You can throw in some hints as you go along and it'll pop up on their screen. Still doesn't know past tense here. So this is just good information for me to have of what I need to focus on. And then always on Fridays, we do a bonus writing challenge. This is so cool. You can put in a spinner in the ClassKick and you just have this little link here. They click on it. They can spin 2 times, see which 2 words they get. They love the spinner quick write Fridays, 5 minutes. She got all that in there. And then by the following, like this is more recently, she's really starting to get it. Putting the commas in the right spot. The spelling's looking good. The story. So I have them like challenge themselves to try something new when they do their quick writes. So she's trying to get into some dialogue. So I was really happy to see her trying to just try that. Again, like she's getting the commas and the conjunctions, antonyms. Like by the time we've got, this was like the 4th one we did, I think. Now she's really getting it and trying new things in these quick writes, which I love to see. So there's like a lot more confidence that I can see in her now. And then again, when we get to, yep, all perfect here. Super excited to see that. Even getting your past tense here correct. Pumpkin. And then by Friday, rewriting that whole thing as one sentence. And I get these, I have like a version of, what are those? Evanmore, just grammar, straight grammar things that I have a digital version of. And then on Friday, again, on the last one, we're doing the bonus writing challenge with the spinner. And just so much writing from that. It's fantastic. Evanmore. And then there's another one that I get. I found one like on Teachers Pay Teachers. And I just copy and paste my digital ones that I bought and put them on slides. And here's an alternative that you could do if you wanted to put this on one slide. And then you could just have them like, okay, that was loud. Write their answers on a notebook. So that way you're not doing worksheets. You're just projecting something onto the screen, 3 of them really quickly in the writing in their notebook. And then you can just collect their notebooks once a week and see how they're doing. So next time I want to talk about like, what do we do from here? If I see that they're not really getting the fragments or run-ons, or maybe there's some figurative language or punctuation or whatever, what do we do next? And one thing that I do is I like to play games, but games like Kahoot don't necessarily teach them. Kahoot is fun. So is Blue Kit. but it's not really a game where they can learn and teach each other and really get it. And I have another alternative for you when we do games. So that's going to be in my next video. I have some freebies for you. If you want to check out how I run my writer's workshop, look below. There's a link to a free, like the whole introduction is free. You can check it out, see if you connect with that, if it's something that you might want to try in your classroom. I've been seeing so many people using it this year, and like people saying like their kids have been more excited about writing than they ever have been. And that's what this whole program is about, is getting buy-in from your students so that you motivate them to do all of this stuff. We have to use all this with grammar as well, make it a little bit fun. So the third one is their wild card. They got to like do the vegetable part, right? You're going to have to do your broccoli and your asparagus before you get your dessert. So I always throw in a little dessert there. They love their quick writes at the end. All right, so I hope that helped, and I'm going to see you next time, and we are going to talk about games. Bye.